So let's look at the overall energy. Um, so the Ace of Swords. This is a gift of intellect. This is the ability to use your mental faculties and your ability to communicate effectively for a purpose for this month, and we're going to go through that purpose to identify what it is and how it's going to play out. But very early on in the month, it is extremely pertinent for you to be extremely honest and direct and straightforward in order for you to navigate this month, okay? At the same time, we have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is all about balance. And appearing next to the Ace of Swords, it's about balancing facts and fiction, okay? So knowing the middle ground, being able to identify facts, which is represented by this Ace of Swords, from what you hear, like gossip and, he said, she said. So it's very important for you to balance those two, to be able to juggle the energy of this month, because I do see like a huge dichotomy here. The cards are starting to go in, two separate directions, and you're basically being pulled too. So it's very important for you to identify fact from fiction in order to get through this week, okay? So let's just start out. Okay, so we do have the Knight of Wands and Justice, and this Justice card is also very good. And I feel that, with the Justice situation, this is something, if it is something from last year, it would have started around the time of Libra, as the card of Libra. So this is late September to early October. So this would be like an old energy coming from last year. If not, this is energy that is coming in this month, and it's going to be dragged out until the time of Libra too as well. So keep an eye out for that. I just feel in this situation, things are going to be ruled in your favor, so you don't have to worry as much. If this is not a legal situation, in order for you to find the middle ground and the right balance, is reinforced by this Temperance card. You're going to have to be very truthful. You're going to have to be very truthful with the people around you and be very honest and straightforward in how you analyze the situation. I just see so much like balancing energy in this spread with Temperance, with Justice, with the Four of Pentacles. It's just, you don't know how to proceed. Like you're stuck and you're trying to find like equilibrium, and you're trying to maintain things without dropping. So it's just a very uncomfortable energy. It's very uncomfortable. With the Magician and the Knight of Wands too, this is indicative of a fire sign in your midst, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. This could also be you when it's coming out early in the spread. I just feel that this could be you. But in this situation, you're not moving forward, you're regressing. So, you bring with you all the positive qualities of a fire sign, but you're regressing. Like you're going back through time, you're trying to sift through, you're trying to have a better understanding of the past when the past served no purpose. Okay, so this is the soulmate card. It's a card of the past, of good memories. In the reverse position like this, it's just the memories are not overall positive. I'm sorry. The memories are not that great. So why are you looking back rather than, moving forward with your life? Because memories are just that. And it's important to know, like again, like I said, to know fact from fiction. It's really important for us to do that this month, Aries, because if you think about it, childhood memories or things that we remember are the things that we remember from our past are the things that make the most impact, like the milestone, the important moments. We don't really remember the minutia in between. So even if we've had good memories with somebody, one act of betrayal would scar us for life, and then the memories of them would always be negative. So it's really important for you to separate fact from fiction when you deal with somebody from your past. And I feel, people will be coming back, and also with situations now, people who are still in your presence, life circumstance, it's very important to be objective and to separate fact from fiction, to rely on yourself to play detective this month, and find out where people are truly coming from, because I feel that you're going to be misled. So just be careful of that, okay? So separate fact from fiction, especially when you're dealing with things from the past and people from the past. If you're dealing with the current situation where everyone is like, these are all new characters in your life, it's important to know it's important to know their a little bit about their history, where they're coming from, so that you can make accurate assessment of their character. So I think that that's very important for you. So don't look back at what you think you know. So don't look back at what you think you know. Just move forward with the information that you have right now, okay? So don't look back at the past, move on forward. With this magician energy, I just feel, so this is an Aries, okay. So a lot of you too, a lot of Aries, I feel, if there is a Sagittarius in your life, I see like a very Libra and a Sagittarius and an Aquarius card here. But this is more something else. This, I feel, is something else. But if you're dealing with a Libra and a Sagittarius in your midst, they're going to be very instrumental to you manifesting things in your life. I know the Magician card is in reverse, but the reversal is also due to blockages of energy that is caused by the Mercury in retrograde. So I feel that you're very, very overwhelmed with work and with relationships, and to, make ends meet, and also to maintain all the things in your life that you're going to be very overwhelmed, and it leads down a really dark path in which you're expired and you can't recover from this. So it's really, really important for you to know that this early part of the month, if you're thinking about pursuing that Libra or that Sagittarius, like if you're trying to coax them into a romantic situation, just know that with the Sagittarius, I feel there's a lot of compatibility, just because both of you are fire signs, and also the way the cards are lined up. It's best to wait until the end of the month after the Mercury in retrograde cycle. But if you're also choosing between two people, the Sagittarius would be more beneficial for you. That Libra, I don't feel like a strong Libra energy. I mean, a strong love energy. So I don't think that's going to work out. It's not an overly romantic placement, but that Sagittarius, that would actually lead you down the right path, but there are going to be blockages, and the best timing to do that is the end of February, okay? So just wait until then. This cup will, invert itself, and the energy will start flowing again. We're just encountering a little bit of a blockage, but at the same time, I just want you to know, don't take more than you can handle. Don't take on more, because you're not going to be able to keep this up. I feel that towards the end of the month, you're going to quickly realize that in the process of abandoning the projects because you bit off more than you can chew, you're also letting a lot of people down. You're letting others down. So it's very important for you to say no when you can't handle it. And also, don't overestimate your ability and your ability to time things, and your ability to finish things in a timely manner, because you're going to end up in a situation where your reputation is hurt because you're unable to deliver on what you promise. You're letting other people down. A lot of money is riding on you and these projects that you've promised, and yet they're being let down, and they're going to question your credibility. I feel you're going to be fine if it's a situation where, lawyers and other people are involved, and the judicial process is basically ignited just because of this situation. You're going to be fine. But you're letting a lot of people down in the process, okay? And you're ruining your credibility. So you're destroying your credibility with the Magician like this. So it's very important to learn to say no early on, and to gauge Realistically, gauge how much time and how much energy you can invest into something before you jump on it, okay? So it's very important for you to do that. With the star card coming up like this is a card of hope and aspiration as well. It is also a wish card. So, and I know that like a lot of Aries too, I just feel this about Aries. You are definitely very responsible, and you will follow through with things, but you want to be the one to take initiative. You don't want things to be imposed on you. So when others are imposing things on you, in this situation, if it's not you taking on too many projects are imposed upon you, and then you don't learn to say no. You just bear with it, and you just want at times you just want others, like instead of confronting other people, telling them, why are you dumping all these projects on me, I have so much to handle already. You just let it slide to the end where it blows up in their face, and that's what you're hoping would come out the end of this month. But I just feel that that would be really damaging to your credentials, okay, to your credibility, to your ability to perform future tasks, because it's basically teaching them a lesson, but it's also hurting your reputation. So please don't do that. Just be very courteous when you talk to them, when you tell them, like, okay, I have a lot on my plate already, I can't do this. So tell them up front so that they understand where you're coming from, okay? And the way the star energy here is, so the Temperance card and the Star card, both major arcana, with the Justice card too. And the Magician, this is also in reverse, but with the Temperance, the Star, and the Justice card, you really don't have to worry. Things are, if there's something that you're worried about, regardless of how this card looks and how this layout looks, you're going to be fine by the end of the month. If anything, your hopes will be rejuvenated. And sometimes it takes an ending to an old way of doing, to an old relationship, to an old way of, reverting back to these really unhealthy patterns of behavior, for us to move forward with new insights, new intuition, new ways of doing things. So this month is definitely going to test your balance. It's going to test your ability to be able to articulate your deepest thoughts and feelings. And in the process, you will be able to break away from this old pattern of behaving and relating and carrying yourself and portraying yourself to the outer world. And you're going to be able to move forward in a very positive light, okay? So don't look back towards the past. Deal with this present situation. So don't look back towards the past for escapism. Deal with this current situation. Try to balance yourself. Everything is a balancing act this month, so try to balance, try to find a middle ground. Don't be stuck to one extreme or the other. And then the end of the month will bring in also, a better situation for you, okay? So new hopes, new inspiration.